So before we watch Jeff's video, he makes accusations in Kat, the author. Kat released, he keeps taking snippets of their private conversation that he recorded. And so she posted the whole thing here. I'll just play it for you before we watch this video.
Other ones here, 'cause I saw a screenshot that said Jeff Wittek and Todd Smith bought alcohol but it's from Trisha, which is like...
It's from Trisha. It's also from the other girls. Like, they remembered that David had asked Jason to go buy the alcohol, and then Trisha told Jason, like...
So remember this, because he keeps saying in his video, I'm only in this because of Trisha. And this is proof that he knew before he made this video that the accuser specifically named him.
Don't buy the alcohol. And then they said that you and Todd left and came back with, like, a bottle of, I think, Jack. And I do know, like, I have, like, the video, like, I've watched the video, so, like, it was like you and Todd and, like, that whole group was there. I don't know, like, if you remember anything specific around that.
I did not. 100,000% I will take to the grave. I'll take me up in court.
Take the secret to the grave.
Alcohol for minors.
Okay. There is another...
Trisha will say things where she says one truth, and then she'll...
Are you not hearing where she said the other people named you?
It's crazy.
Why is he so obsessed with you? Like, this is not having to do with you.
Because I look crazy. People think I'm like obsessed with this blog spot.
Exactly.
But I feel like now it's like, I'm not happy about it, but it is like a relief that people just don't think that I'm like this bitter, like I'm totally fine in life now. And I told him that on the phone too. He was just like, okay, well, and I'm like, I don't really care about anything other than like.
Well, these guys have been on a brutal character assassination against you for these past years to discredit, because you've been one of the vocal people speaking out against them. So it's, oh, Trisha's crazy. She's obsessed. She's just angry because of Jason, the relationship with Jason. But everything you've said is proven. So you have a right to feel relieved, because so people will be like, oh my God, she was telling the truth this whole time.
Yeah. Yeah. Jeff was just like, I was so pissed because you lost Jason brand deals. And I was like, Jason told me to apologize to Brandon for dating a minor. I was not okay. He's like, if you apologize to Brandon, I'm like, Jason's like awful in this situation. The Tannis, everything. I was just like, he's awful. He's done gross shit. And I was like, I don't care. Like, I don't care because like you're shitty people.
Throw 3 lives in there, and then like I'm sure I was there the day when they were filming, because I kind of just met those guys around that time. And I was filming with them a lot, but I've never bought underage girls alcohol.
I figured that was the case.
So I don't think he's lying. I think what he's saying is Todd bought it.
But he's still friends with Todd. He told me he went on a hike with Todd last Tuesday, so he's just covering.
Well, he thinks, Todd bought the alcohol for himself. It doesn't mean that he got it for this girl,
well,
too.
Did he buy the alcohol for himself, or did he not have alcohol?
Just say, but like, yeah, you just got to own it at this point.
Yeah,
because it's just,
okay, so there was alcohol there. You guys brought it back. Maybe it wasn't directly for the girls,
but I'm sorry. I like to think that if I was 30 years old in that situation and there was minors there drinking,
that
I wouldn't be comfortable with that.
That's exactly.
I'd be like, how old are you guys? Okay, why? And then you're filming them and all that. It's like, guys, this is. We gotta put the pedal here. We gotta bump the brake on this.
Exactly. I was like, and
we gotta stop. Somebody has got to be the fucking adult.
Yeah, I mean, the only thing you can do, because they were also, I mean, I was just like, I remember because some people were like, Trisha, why didn't you say anything? It's like, they were like adults and they were like fangirls, but as soon as there was like drinking involved with underage people, I was like, okay, you gotta leave. Don't go buy the alcohol.
I mean, that's proof that like you sensed there was something wrong.
Of course. And I mentioned this before, even before this article came out. I mentioned this for years, this specific incident. And
there was a clip from I don't know what video it was. It might have been on like the barbershop series. There was a clip of you and Todd talking about how like you had gone to get it, but you didn't want to. So then Todd ended up getting it. Like it was like you guys had gone together. Like David had asked you to get it. You were there. You were like, I feel really uncomfortable doing this. And then Todd was ultimately the one who ended up buying the alcohol.
Todd was there that day.
He was there. He's in the video. He's literally in the video, peeking into the room, saying, "I'm feeling horny right now."
And then he also says,
why are you saying that he wasn't there? What are you talking about?
I don't even drink alcohol myself. I don't support it. You know, I mean, like, I'm not against people drinking, but, like, I don't have alcohol in my house. I don't...
Dude, that's not a defense.
Do you think it's possible? Yeah, I totally get that.
100% lie.
Yeah, I totally get that. I I know Todd was there because like he's in the video and everything.
Thank you.
Do you think it's possible that like Todd was the one who bought the alcohol?
I don't think so. But
Okay.
I know Todd drinks himself, and Todd drinks whiskey. So if you
Oh, he said it was 20 minutes apart, and his. Dude, you're a fucking bonehead, bro. It's anyway. So
It
that's
just sucks
that.
because, like you said, like Todd, I think is a creep. Brandon, David, Jason, but like I really don't think Jeff. I've never seen anything inappropriate with him with girls or anything. I think he's really like that. So it's like weird that he's once again just like Scott. These like clean people are inserting themselves. Like you're pretty
Exactly.
clean. Like,
Scott and Jeff could have just fucking rode this out and been fine, but somehow part of this cult, they feel that they need to throw themselves in front of the bus.
well, what Jeff told me, and I didn't record him, but he said I could record him, so I guess it's not off the record. But he did tell me like he's trying to distance himself from like filming with the group. So I don't know what this is. Like I guess maybe he's still friends with Todd because I don't know what it is because he said he's not like. Because I'm like, why are you defending them so hard? Like he said, if Jason asked me, I'd do it reluctantly. Like he's very like trying to distance himself, which is good. But also, why did he do this whole video? Like I don't know. It was so weird. And that's getting paid.
Is there a technical issue? I saw someone say they can't hear me, but that doesn't seem to be right. Okay. People are trolling. All right, so let's watch Jeff's video. It's a slog, but I think it's important because
What's a slog?
it's like we're gonna have to put on our swamp boots and tread through this. But we're going to watch it because I think it's important to make sure that this conversation doesn't get derailed, which is what's happening here. Because if you go like all the David stands are saying, I knew it. This it's making me doubt the whole story. So they start to say shit like that. It's making me doubt the whole story. So because Kat and the story, she never lied, and the story has never changed. Okay, let's watch this.
This is not how I planned this. This is a big announcement. Well, part of it. I was waiting for this.
Ela noticed this. This is kind of funny. Why does he have two cameras? It's so dramatic.
Oh.
Why would the camera change, bro?
I love it.
Oh, you think he's hiding cuts?
That's usually why you have two cameras.
You're so right. Yeah.
Right.
You're right. He's hiding the cuts.
People don't know how to do apology videos. You need to just be like on the floor, looking ugly.
On the bathroom floor, bro. Take a note from the girl who's trying to ruin your life, apparently.
Allegedly.
Yeah.
Part of it. I was waiting for this to be
That
done.
wasn't a cut, though.
And I had a
I hope
couple
not
eye
yet.
surgeries.
Get him from the side? Okay,
I
get him
wanted
from
to
the side.
keep that part of my life private.
Cut to the side shot
and
and
that's
forward?
why I wasn't on camera. I was trying to hide my eye looked pretty gnarly after the surgeries, and it's still getting better. So I was planning on coming back when the time was right and the set was right, and I could get back to my old self. Unfortunately, a couple days ago, an article came out.
Unfortunately, this is funny. Unfortunately, the article came out.
How awful that a girl spoke up
Yeah.
about something traumatic that
Not
happened
unfortunately,
to her.
something happened that was written about.
And I want to believe like these, these people, they come out when they feel like that it's like okay to, because now that Seth, Big Nick, like so many people are coming out, like more, even TikTok, more and more people
Oh
are
my
coming out
God.
with stories.
It's a waterfall.
Because now it's
Yeah.
not David's in power, because he was like, look at what happened to me. As soon as I went against David, everyone's just like, Trisha sucks. I got like canceled by everybody that year, but it's like I think now it's cool that these people. Also, did he put that watch the whole 20-minute, or is that
He put that. No, he put
the
that.
watermark
Yeah.
thing?
Oh, we're not going to take anything out of context today, Jeff. We're going to watch the whole Mother Lovin' video.
where some pretty horrible things were said, and I felt the need to address them because my name was in the article and I'm associated with these horrible, horrible acts, and I am completely 100% innocent. I spoke to a reporter before that article was published just to clear my name, just because.
So he's saying I'm 100% innocent. He's already gone afoul.
Right.
You were there.
Yeah.
There was underage drinking. Like, why are you trying?
You're
Just
not.
like you have to own some. You have to take some accountability.
To say you're 100% innocent
Yeah.
in this clip where you're like, yeah.
Like 100% innocent would be you weren't even there that night. You didn't even know anything happened. Okay, that's 100% innocent. So that's what I'm saying. Like, dude, you have to take some accountability, even a little bit.
I feel guilty by association just being around David and like supporting him for so long, because even the stuff with Brandon, I'm like, I kind of went along with it because you just want to be cool in the group for a while, and you're like, I'm guilty to some degree, not in this case, but I feel like in a lot of situations, like, yeah, I'm like guilty by association just being with
Right.
David and like hyping him up and
Right.
covering for him, really.
Right.
Like, and that's what these people are doing, and
I mean, it's a ludicrous statement.
you're not 100% innocent. You're in the
No.
video. Like, there's proof. Like, you're there.
Yeah. Nobody's blaming you for what happened.
Yeah, you're not going to jail.
You know what I mean?
I guess
felt
you would
I
if
had
you
no
bought
guilt,
alcohol.
and everyone advised me not to talk to reporters because they'll twist your words. And even in my past experience with getting arrested, they'll always tell you do not say anything because you'll incriminate yourself and you only make things worse. And you are
Proof of that being true. You clearly understand the concept, but yeah. Well, here's me telling you that again, Jeff. Don't say anything.
Jeez.
innocent until proven guilty. But in the internet world, I feel like you're guilty until proven innocent. So if I sit here and stay quiet and try to solve this over tweets, I'm just going to screw up more and
Well, that was also
look
dumb.
like more
Yeah.
of an idiot
Peace and love.
because you guys can't see my face, one, and two, I am pretty bad at explaining myself. So I'll probably fuck up a lot here, and I'll probably be picked apart, but I don't care. I'm just going to do it because I have nothing to hide.
Backwards.
I'm completely innocent.
Oh, is he sitting backwards in the
Yeah.
chair? Huh. That's pretty badass.
this
That's
like-
pretty cool.
Is this like,
That's a cool new look for an apology video.
I mean, he looks cool. Jeff is definitely looks cool. And also, what is Jeff FM? Is that his new podcast, or is he promoting the new?
I don't know if he was saying it wasn't out yet. He
I've
wasn't
never
ready
seen the
to
set.
announce it. It looks good. But that backwards chair is fucking cool as hell. Maybe I've changed my opinion about him.
He does
Maybe
look
he is
cool.
innocent. Maybe he is 100% innocent.
Oh, he's not.
Hold on.
You can't do
Before I
it in that
continue.
chair. You can't do it. No, you need an office chair. No,
Has anyone got a chair I can sit back?
just sit on your knees. No.
Second, I think we're
Okay.
Did we lose it?
I can't pull it off.
I think we're buffering.
Oh, no.
We're buffering.
That was-
All right. So, okay, we're going to come back in right around here. Thank you, everybody, for sticking around. Sorry about the technical issues. What were we talking about? We were just about to watch his video, I think. Or we were watching his video. All right, I'll just play it.
Yeah.
Whatever we were talking about.
And what was said about me was false. Before anything, my heart goes out to the victim.
That was a cut.
Yes.
Camera shot.
I don't like
change.
cuts in these kind of videos. Just speak
Ain't no
from the
cuts
heart.
here. Actually, I just said we're going to cut.
Right. That's technical difficulty.
But you can see it all. Yeah, that's...
You can see it all.
Yeah.
And at least this is more than 2 minutes long. Like, he did.
Oh.
Yeah.
That is something I want to say, at least if I can say anything nice about Jeff, is that he at least came out here and talked about something.
Yeah, yeah.
Although it's hard to give him so much credit when he's kind of putting Kat's Twitter, encouraging his fans.
I was
to
so
go
team
arrest
Jeff
him.
when he called me.
Yeah,
I was
don't
like,
know.
I was so shocked. He like DM'd me, called me. He's like saying all this stuff to call him, and I was like, oh, like I would kind of like respected that because honestly, like that does a lot. Like just hearing from someone rather than being like ignored or called crazy or all the stuff they say behind your back. I was like, oh, okay. He's like, because he talked to me. He's like, oh, you seem like really normal and like not crazy. And I was like, okay, like you know what I mean?
Wow, thank you. What
Like,
a
well,
compliment.
I respect that more than David and all these other people just trying to.
I can only imagine what David says about you.
It's so funny. He
And
never
this
mentions
video-
me ever. But it's cool. I'm ready.
Did we drop out again? Oh, okay.
Just
sorry.
not to discredit her. What Dom did was horrible and disgusting and makes me sick. And I had no idea about this until this article was published. Well, technically, I got reached out to comment on it. And nobody really knew what happened that night until that article was sent out to us. And I chose to comment on it. I chose to comment on it because some things that were said about me were completely false. I'm sitting here watching these videos where they're dissecting the article and the video itself and the actions that happened that night. And I am mad at myself because of the way I look. I genuinely am upset with myself. And I know that I didn't do what they're saying that I did, but the way it looks, I can understand why people are pissed off. And I just want...
So what is it that so people are saying he may have bought alcohol, so that might not be true, okay. But he keeps evading the main premise, of course, is that he was there.
Right.
He was peeking, there's that shot of him in the vlog peeking in and saying
Right.
he's getting a body count. So it's like, okay, let's...
want to explain that. And by doing that, I have to explain how David's vlogs work. It's kind of like a chaotic shittier version of SNL. David will come up with ideas himself, but since he would have to put out so much content, other people will pitch ideas, and sometimes he'll like them, and sometimes he'll shoot them, sometimes he'll scrap them, we won't use them. Sometimes you get to do your funny joke that you did in his video, which is the biggest platform, and that's great because then you get more attention to your channel and whatever, and you can maybe get more possibilities from that bit that you executed in his video. So on this day, 3 years ago, Dom had posted an Instagram story where he was asking to have a foursome. He was asking who would be interested in having a foursome with him. We got wind of this, and it seemed like an interesting bit that possibly, potentially something funny could come out of. Back when I was rolling with David and we would film these vlogs, it was very...
You're shaking your head, Dan.
Just this whole explanation. On SNL, they don't invite random strangers to come on and have a like. What is this comparison? This isn't a sketch. This is more like a reality show. It's
more
nothing
like a
like
reality
SNL.
show. Yeah,
like, what the
minus-
fuck is he talking about?
Yeah, minus like the releases and stuff. It's like it's not even like it's so odd and so weird. And who says like, oh yeah, that's like a good idea. Let's go and film that. Like I don't know. Yeah.
Well, and there's also a lot of confusions about like, okay, Dom asked for the five-some, and we thought it would be a good idea. Once again, he's dodging the responsibility, where if you watch David in other clips, he's taking credit for setting up. Dom explicitly thanks David in the video. So again, I feel like Jeff is once again trying to like obfuscate the truth by saying, was again trying to blame it all on Dom, even though this was a collaboration for David's fucking video.
Yeah, this is also repeated. I mean, like even as like last year, he was asking like Natalie and Corinna like how much he could pay them to have sex with Jason, and like he goes, how much? Like, can I pay you $1,000 to have sex with
David?
Jason? Yeah,
That's
like it's on the record.
And like, what is wrong with him when he thinks that sex like that is just like he thinks all women are whores or something?
That's literally like, and I saw
You know
someone
what I
else say
mean?
this. Like every girl and I never noticed it, but like every female in the vlog is like literally the joke. And when he's talking about like we all came to ideas with David, I've
And
never.
why
once,
Jason? Why does he want them to sleep with Jason?
I guess because he's like the grossest person. So he's like, oh, how much to have like sex with like they did it with Jonah too. He's like, how much to have sex with like Jonah? How much would it like? He asked Corinna that multiple times, like because they're just gross people.
Why do you think that women are prostitutes and just like sex is just a pawn for entertainment in their vlog?
He's got some deep rooted shit going on.
But again, this is Jeff just once again playing the boys club, and he's trying to say it was all Dom's idea and David didn't have anything to do with it, which is something
gross.
he'll continue to say throughout this video.
Be like chaotic. We'd bounce around. We'd be in one spot for 15
What?
minutes.
What's that?
Oh, Jesus Christ.
I was crackling.
The audio's fucked up.
No. Take it to the other side.
Okay?
Minutes, we'd shoot back to
Better?
the
Okay.
fucking In-N-Out parking lot and see if we could find something there. We go to Hollywood Boulevard. We would go to David's house or wherever, and we just keep trying to find jokes. And this situation this night is not how it played out in the video, because you guys only see a small part of it. Sometimes jokes don't land. Sometimes shots don't work. Sometimes audio isn't clean. Sometimes somebody says a joke, it doesn't happen on camera. We have to
What?
Audio isn't clean.
Yeah. Too well.
redo it.
Sometimes the live breaks.
Sometimes things are scripted entirely. I and David and we all were under the impression that this was a consensual bit. These girls had answered Dom's message to have a threesome.
Dude, you're what are you talking about? Of course, like you are all under of course they weren't coming over to be assaulted.
Right. And they were clearly like fans. Also, David has
What
always
do you
prided
mean?
himself in saying that nothing is scripted. And honestly, like from all my time there, nothing is scripted.
Yeah.
Like maybe they come up with ideas, but everyone that's like the victim or get the brunt of it, like they don't know.
I feel like he's bringing that up, that sometimes it's scripted again to throw doubt on this whole thing, because later in the video he says he tries to doubt the authenticity of the video.
And they came over to do that, or maybe pretend to do that, or joke around, or just maybe nothing was going to happen. Who knows? According to the article and in the video, maybe 5 or 6 girls showed up. They weren't interested in having the threesome. I think they just wanted to hang out and film. maybe some of them were, or I don't know exactly. I remember some of them saying that some were 20, some were 21. But in the article, it says that Trisha, who was Jason's girlfriend at the time and the one bringing all this to light.
Wrong. It's so fucked up that he says that.
Literally, I've talked about this for years and no one cared. Like, these girls came forward after a lot of other people came forward. And then they just asked me for comment because I've talked about it before. I was there, just like they asked you.
And again, this is, the same boys club that just uses Trisha's crazy and has a vendetta against us. Once again, the same fucking dumbass talking point to sell to your fans who ate it up initially.
Right.
It's fucked up, dude. If you read the article, you would know that this has very little. Trisha's was mentioned almost none.
Yeah, because I was only there for half of it. You were there for all of it.
It's like, dude, why are you doing this?
And if I was there an hour and a half, you were there at least longer than that. That's longer than 15 minutes. Like,
well, we'll get into that.
She is saying that I supplied alcohol to loosen up the girls, which it just
didn't say that. I did say that David asked Jason. When Jason said no, he asked Jeff, and Jeff said, I'll do it. That's what I heard. I never said I saw him come back with
But again, if it was you were the only person saying that, that might be an interesting defense.
Right.
But the part that you don't mention once in this whole pathetic video is that 2 of the other witnesses that were there said that you and Todd came back with alcohol. Why do you not mention that, dude? How are you going to come out here and not
He's trying
mention
not
that?
to victim blame by just Trisha blaming, which, okay, I'll take it. But also, like, there's actual people that were involved. He's trying not to pull Scott. He's trying to, like, do his best to not do that. But
he's covering for Todd, who saves that based on what he told Kat in the recording we watched from the beginning, is that he bought alcohol for himself.
Right. So, okay, now stories have changed.
It just makes me angry because it's so not true. I willingly called Insider to clear my name and say this is complete bullshit. Trisha and I have had...
Bro, you don't clear... I'm sorry, Jeff, but I just think you must not be that smart. You don't call a reporter and clear your name by just saying, oh, that's not what happened. If you have some kind of evidence that you can show them, that might help. But if you're just going to call and bitch about, say how Trisha's crazy, she's just out to get you, I don't think that's going to help influence the article much, dude.
Right. I have a ton of things I could say about you and Todd. It's like I'm not trying to, like, go about that route. Like, it's just, like, that's irrelevant. Also, just not even... has anything to do with it because it's not about me, but I know it's frustrating.
You know, we haven't been so friendly with each other in the past because of
Starbucks,
the breakup with Jason. My loyalty remained with Jason after the breakup. I saw Trisha make videos on Jason, and she was angry at him for whatever reasons. That's between them. I reached out to Trisha personally after all this, and I mean, I only knew one side of the story at the time. I only knew what she was saying online, and he was losing jobs, losing money. He was getting hate. To me, in my eyes, at the time, it was taking food out of his
Maybe
kid's
because his
mouth.
best friend that was featured was dating a
much
minor. Maybe that's why he was losing brand deals, because he kept putting Brandon in the videos instead of me, and he was and it was proven that he was dating a 17-year-old. So it's like, what? Maybe it wasn't about me. Like, what did I say? That I was embarrassed by Jason. I wasn't angry. I was embarrassed. He hadn't even broke up with me yet. I was like, you're embarrassing. This is embarrassing. You're with Madison Beer and Tana trying to hook up with them. You're gross and disgusting.
He says you were taking food out of Jason's children's mouth.
God.
Which is basically saying if anyone does anything wrong and they have kids, you can never hold them accountable because their kids are going to starve, apparently.
Oh, my God.
Shame on you. Are his kids still, they're fed, right?
They're fed. I think they're okay.
Okay, good.
Attached my name is to this. It's just because I was the only one to speak. I talked to the reporter, and I told her that I had nothing to do with buying the alcohol. It absolutely was not me. I will go down to that liquor store.
The witnesses and Trisha, who was there, disagree.
Right.
I mean, dude.
They literally said you and Todd came back
for
with
those
alcohol.
tapes from 3 years ago to see who walked in the liquor store. I checked my credit card statement. I don't know how you
we should get those tapes from the
prove that you
liquor
didn't buy
Nobody's got the
alcohol.
tapes.
Nobody's
Nobody.
the only
I
one
know.
that
And he also
was
said Todd bought
allegedly
alcohol
sick.
for himself. You already admitted
I
this.
know.
You guys went in there. So, and my theory is we talked about this. He's probably right. Like, maybe Jeff physically didn't do it. Like, I saw that David was like, hey, Jeff's like, I'll do it. And then I didn't even know.
Yeah,
Like,
I don't think he did it. I don't think he did it.
Of course. But to cover and say we didn't, but then also, oh, Todd bought whiskey for himself. It's like, which one is it?
I love this. Listen, this is the most half-assed bullshit way to defend yourself. Like, you have to have no brain to actually be convinced
It's
by
because
this.
he's also trying to
Walked in the
defend
liquor
Todd and
store.
David, which is...
I checked my credit card statement. I don't know.
You didn't check your fucking credit card statement from 3 years ago. Stop.
Check the credit card statements.
Stop. You didn't go to the fucking AM, PM and look up. Do you have camera footage from 3 years ago?
He did show the footage?
No, I'm saying
Oh. Right.
Here's my credit card statement from that. Well, whatever, because he didn't do it. No, he did.
Right. But again,
it's a ridiculous claim.
he's missing like more of the point. He's saying he's 100% innocent. Maybe 100% innocent
He's
is not
like,
buying alcohol.
I went into hypnotherapy and I went back in time and I remember everything vividly. It's like, okay, bro.
Yeah, how do you remember that they all said they were 20 or 21, but you don't remember that? It's like it's so
Right.
weird.
You remember their exact age? How did you know their age? How did you know their age? How did you know their age, Jeff?
Sounds like a TikTok.
How did you know their age, Jeff?
Know how you prove that you didn't buy alcohol. The only one that was allegedly saying that I bought the alcohol was Trisha.
Wrong, motherfucker! That's a lie.
And he recorded the conversation. Did he think Kat wasn't recording the conversation? It's like, why?
You're
are
a
you lying?
fucking liar, bro.
Find inconsistencies in my story. He has so many in this. Like, mine are
That
always
is
the same.
just-
Even from years ago, these same consistencies. I've always said the same truth.
Listen.
His lies are so
To
easily
report her
debunked.
if she was
Wait, hold on. Even if, let's say you didn't read the article, which I don't
Maybe he
think
didn't.
you did.
Yeah.
But even if you didn't, here's Kat recording your conversation. One more time for the record, Jeff.
That said Jeff Wittek and Todd Smith bought alcohol but it's from Trisha, which is like.
It's from Trisha. It's also from the other girls. Like, they remembered that
I'm
David
sorry, Jeff.
What's he saying in response to that?
He ignores.
asked Jason to go buy the alcohol, and then Trisha told Jason, like, don't buy the alcohol. And then they said that you and Todd left and came back with, like, a bottle of, I think, Jack. And I do know, like, I have, like, the video, like, I've watched the video, so, like, it was like you and Todd and, like, that whole group was there. I don't know, like, if you remember anything specific around that.
I did not.
He just says, I did not.
I did
Ignoring that it's not just Trisha, which is just, again, like, that's just not fair characterization for different. Like, maybe that argument has worked these past 2 years with
Right.
Trisha's crazy, everything's from Trisha.
Yeah.
Everything bad happening in the vlog squad is Trisha's fault.
Yeah.
That doesn't fucking work anymore.
Like his lawyer saying that too, trying to discredit me.
Yeah.
I was just like, which, by the way, I loved on your last H3 Live when you said the lawyers, when they said in their legal letter that, well, anyone who knows David wouldn't do this. And you're like,
Oh,
what
yeah.
kind of lawyers?
Oh, yeah. Your Honor. Because that's what Scotty said.
Right. Maybe it's Scott that did it, wrote the letter.
Is Scotty your lawyer? Your Honor, if only you would get to know the defendants, you would clearly tell.
That's not a legal defense. You can't go to court and be like, well,
No,
Trisha,
of
it's
course
like-
not.
And also, if I was his bitter ex-girlfriend against Jason, I would throw Jason under the bus. If I'm a liar, I'd lie about something that he did there too. I'd be like, you know what? Yeah,
Save Jason's life. Nobody's talking about
Yeah.
Jason in this situation.
And he was up David's ass for all these bits, so you're welcome, Jason, for not being involved in this scammy one.
Trisha wasn't even there when the alcohol supposedly arrived. I told
So the alcohol arrived?
Yeah, wait, back that up. Trisha wasn't there when the alcohol
So it did arrive.
Trisha wasn't there when the alcohol arrived. Yeah.
only one
Which is
that
true.
was allegedly saying that I bought the alcohol was Trisha.
No,
Trisha wasn't
dumbass.
even there
How many
when
times did you say my name?
alcohol supposedly arrived. I told Trisha who I had.
Jesus. Yeah. So many Trishas.
Yeah, come on. You got the second camera for well, because it'd be like this. Wouldn't work. You know, it's so fucked up that he characterizes you this way. Because anybody that is not familiar with the actual story is just going to be like, Trisha's this crazy bee who's just after us and told. And it's just, it's, you're a fucking liar, bro, and you owe Trisha an apology.
Which is so weird because he did apologize to me last Tuesday and then he made this video. And then even when he texted me, I thought we were all cool. I was like, we were until you, like, because he apologized Tuesday to me. And then now he's just like, I just thought you were a crazy person. You're right. You weren't. And now I'm like, what? Like,
Well, remember, he's calling in after this. And listen, I'm not holding back. I'm just being genuine. But I'm going to hear him out. But I'm going to need an apology, I think, for lying about Trisha on this one.
I don't think he got that because I said that. I was like, well, dude, you literally lied.
You said it to him.
Had problems with at the time. I apologize for discrediting everything you say because of my loyalty to a friend. What would you do if your friend broke up with her boyfriend and there was some problems going on
Jeff would
between
jump off the
them?
bridge.
You would stick with your homegirl.
Yeah.
That's it.
That's
that,
my mom.
That was
Did
my
your mom
problem.
always say that? Would you jump if Kyle jumped off a bridge? Would you?
Jeff was totally. All those people are.
Such a
If
bad-
David
oh
jumped
yeah,
off the bridge,
oh
they
yeah,
are.
they'd all follow.
They're all drinking the Kool-Aid.
Oh yeah, we're all jumping.
And that's
They
why I
are,
had
literally.
a beef with Trisha. You know, that's why my name is in this article, I believe.
Wrong.
For the first time, I talked to the reporter from Insider. I told her that I 100% didn't buy the alcohol. I swear to God. I swear on everything.
Dude, a reporter doesn't care you swearing to God. That's not evidence, Jeff. I told her, I swear to God. I can't believe she included me.
It's so weird.
I swear to God, and she still included me. How unprofessional.
When a victim actually said your name, not even me, take me out. Because she was gonna take me out of the equation when David's lawyers tried to like throw me. She was, you know, she limited a lot of what she said about me because of David's lawyer. But take me out. The girl still said your name, Jeff. Like I'm not like. Ugh.
You're in the video, and the girl named you, bruh. Stop. Just stop. Stop it.
I definitely did not. I'm sober. I would not. I haven't. I know I haven't bought alcohol because I quit drinking. So
Okay,
I just.
fine. Who bought the
There's
alcohol?
no way I could have bought the alcohol. Then she asked me about a joke that I made with Todd in a video where I made fun of his drinking problem and like how he loves whiskey or something like that. I do make those jokes about Todd. So I said, yeah, you know, that could have been in a video later, years later, in a completely different situation. But I wasn't saying Todd bought the alcohol. That was like 20 minutes apart in our phone call.
Once again, he's lying. We have Kat recorded the conversation, and I'll pull it up again because, like, I don't want to leave any room for doubt. He literally mentions it at the end of this. Listen, I'm just going to skip to the end.
I don't have alcohol in my house. I don't, you know.
Do you think it's possible?
Straight up.
Yeah, I totally get that.
100% lie.
Yeah, I totally get that. I know Todd was there because like he's in the video and everything. Do you think it's possible that like Todd was the one who bought the alcohol?
I don't think so. But
Okay.
I know Todd drinks himself, and Todd drinks whiskey. So if you
Wow, in the same clip. So he once again is lying about the reporter,
It just-
taking it out of context.
It would feel like so good for like Jeff, like, because Jeff, I do, like we were saying, I think he's a good guy as opposed to like David, I really think he doesn't think he did anything wrong. If you just like own up to shit, like it feels so good to finally like, because people like are more forgiving than you think. So if you're like, hey, I fucked up.
Especially if you portray maturity.
Yeah, which he has distanced himself from the group. He's deleted videos, like, you know, all this stuff. It's like, okay, like it feels so good. Like just like,
I don't think Jeff's a bad guy. What he's doing, intentionally or not, is really fucked up and needs to be called out.
oh yeah, for sure.
But like, why are you lying? You literally in that clip, it sounds like you are insinuating that Todd bought the alcohol. She says, "Do you think it's possible Todd bought the alcohol?" You said, "I don't think so, but he does drink whiskey." You said it like that, but he does drink whiskey.
Right. So, because someone said it was Jack, and he goes, "Oh, well, he does drink whiskey, so that might make." So you knew.
Bruh, stop it.
So for you to put those two together, it pissed me off because now you're making me look like I'm throwing my friend under the bus here
I just listened
and
to the
saying
clip.
that Todd was the one who supplied this
You
alcohol to
did
loosen
insinuate
girls
it.
up. I've never given a girl a drink to loosen girls up in
No
my
one was
life.
No,
accusing you
yeah,
of that.
exactly. Nobody's accusing you of that, dude.
It just sucks because all you need to do is say something on the internet, and then it's a story, and then it's this is a literal published article with a paywall in front of it. You have to pay to read it. And the girl said to me, "I don't know what video you said that in, but I didn't have much to work with," and that's what I think Trisha said to me or something.
Stop.
So that's what I had to go
I'm
with.
making it
You're
up.
the only one that spoke to me.
What vlog or barbershop episode did I reference that Todd likes whiskey?
I just played it. I just played the clip in the same conversation, for Christ's sake.
It's such a headache. It's like it's such a runaround.
I don't know because I know Trisha has like brought that up, but I was just like told that there was a clip of you and Todd talking about the alcohol.
So for me,
Okay, now just to give context, because he's making it look like she's making this all up based on hearsay Trisha says.
Yeah.
But that's not true. What she's talking about is this clip she referred to earlier. She says, there's a clip of you guys talking about it, and you said you were nervous, so Todd decided to buy it. She did not include that clip in the article because
Right.
she could not find evidence of it. So you specifically asked her about that, and she said, I couldn't find that clip, trying to characterize it like she was lying about you saying Todd liked whiskey, even though that's on fucking record, which I just played for you, douche.
Yeah, that's so dumb. That's so stupid. I didn't even see those things about Kat, but yeah, now that I've seen that, I'm like, oh my god. Just straight up lies.
Stop.
Do you think he just doesn't remember, or he's like he's doing it on purpose, like he's trying to be manipulative?
I don't know. I feel like he doesn't know he's lying.
Oof.
So
Yeah.
what does that mean about him? Does it mean
He's just so caught up in trying to defend. When people lie, you trip over your story so much, which is why I don't lie, because I used to be such a liar when I was a kid, and you trip over your story so much, and it's so easily found out. So, like, now I'm really careful onto, like, what I say about, like, I always was when I made any exposed video about anybody. Anthony McCall, Roger Bart, David, like, anybody. That's truth. There's truth in it. There's always truth. I'm not going to make up lies.
I mean, is he explicitly lying? Because everything he's saying is so provably false. Like, Dan, what's your take on this?
That's why I mean, I honestly was just baffled by all of this because it's so. Again, he either didn't read the article, and so, or he's like, those are the only two options. He either didn't read the article or he's lying. Like,
but well, funnily enough, even if he didn't read the article, we have him on tape. The reporter saying it wasn't just Trisha; it was two other people. That
right. Well, and it seems like he can't get a story.
Is it?
Didn't he? I was just asking AB about this in our chat because I wanted to make sure I understood it. But when this first broke, and you were arguing with him on Twitter the other day, Trisha,
Yeah.
he tweeted that he was only there for 15 minutes.
Yes.
But everything he's stating in this video also contradicts that. So it's just like his story has changed like 10 times in the last 3 days.
The 15 minutes thing is something I really got to ask him about because that does not make sense.
It's just not being able to keep up with lies, which again is why you
Yeah,
should lie,
I
it's hard
can't
to
even keep
up.
track with what his narrative is here.
Yeah.
I mean, if he's just outright lying, then you know, bro, I don't know how I can help you with that one.
Reaching out. That's why my name is in this article.
I'd like to think that he's not being that malicious as to outright knowingly lie, but
I think he's just trying to like defend himself and his friends any way he can, and so I think he's just, I don't know, trying to throw her under the bus, me under the bus, and he's trying everything to do not to victim blame because that didn't go too well for Scotty. So I think he's just trying any other route. I don't know.
That's why I'm associated with this. Back to explaining how David films. We do stuff that sometimes doesn't work, and that bit in our eyes, all of our eyes, it was a failure. It didn't work out, and we all left thinking it didn't work out.
So why
We
was it
peeked in the-
posted? Why would he have posted it and also brag about it on a podcast and 2 days later if he didn't think that worked out?
that doesn't make sense. That claim doesn't make sense. They filmed the whole thing. They got Dom having the threesome. They were peeking inside the door. I mean, I don't know what is his point of trying to bring this up. It was a failure, guys.
That he just left and that was it,
Right.
I guess.
The room, we were like, oh, they went in the room with him, but nobody's clothes were taken off. Nobody was kissing.
Did you know
There was
that when
nothing
you looked
going
in?
on. We were just joking around, and then we left straight up. We left. We went somewhere else to film something else. In the video,
So that claim is hard to know what's the truth or not, but
Right.
but the guy has not been truthful about everything else, so I'm inclined not to believe him in this case.
Well, he also says that he looked in and like nobody was in there, but now he looked in and they were fully clothed. No one was kissing.
They were fully clothed, nothing was happening. So why in the vlog does Dom come out naked? And why is David also in the article? Kat says that she has a recording that one of the witnesses took of them saying, "Did you see anything to David?" And David saying, "No, he locked the door."
Right.
Which is what he did because the guys kept peeking in when they were trying to hook up. So again, this doesn't hold water compared to the accounts of what happened that night and even what's in the vlog, which has Dom coming out naked saying, "Stop bothering me."
And once again, you're not innocent because you're partaking in this. Even if you're peeking in on them clothed, you're partaking in something like you're still not innocent. These are like young fangirls, obviously drinking, whether you brought the alcohol or they just had alcohol or they were drinking. Like you're a part of this. Like
Did you know they weren't naked when you peeked in?
Right.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like, what
and
were you
they
expecting
said,
to see?
and I was there when they said they didn't want to do it. They just wanted to meet David. Not the main girl because she said she didn't know who we were or whatever. But the other girls were just so excited to meet David and me and everyone. They said it. So they were fangirls. They said they had no intention of hooking up with him. They just want to like hang out and chill. So you know that part. But now all of a sudden they're
David
in a
said it
room.
himself.
Yeah, that's.
And also Jeff looked in and came out and said, "Oh, they look pretty good." So
Ugh.
he did say that.
You're fucking 30.
it looks like we were peeking in, and in the article it says that the friends had to lift her limp body out of the room because she drank so much alcohol. That was supplied allegedly by me or Todd. And that sounds absolutely horrible, and I won't stay silent on this. I don't give a fuck how this gets picked apart.
Go ahead.
But I would never look into a room and see a
Again, you are, bro. I'm sorry to say this with peace and love. I think you're just dumb.
Mm-hmm.
I think all your problems in life probably just stem from you being kind of an idiot.
Yeah.
The article says that they had to go in there after you guys had already dipped out because her lifeless body was dumped and kept on the bed. It's clear from the timeline of the article that she wasn't blacked out and dumped on the bed naked when you peeked in there.
Right.
Like what are you talking
and
about?
also, according to you said they were clothed or whatever. So they were still in the bedroom with this guy, like inebriated. Is that the word?
Yes. Yeah. Again, it's like, bro, it's like he's trying to make this big stand on this point that literally doesn't even matter.
And already, you guys are all, they're fans of all of you guys. There's these girls. So once again, there's like this power dynamic of David, you, Todd, all of us being there, and it's just like you're still like there's still like a problem here. You're like drinking with these fangirls, so there's this really, and they're fans of you guys, and it's just ugh.
I believe you that you didn't see it. That the article clearly states that you weren't there when it happened. Come on, dude. Stop.
A limp girl being and allow that to happen.
I
made
know
a joke
you didn't
in a video
see it.
one
I
time
believe
with
you.
David and Dom, where he said, "You guys will."
But now he's kind of trying to throw into doubt the authenticity of the entire story.
Of course, yeah.
Even though he goes, "I'm not here to victim shame,"
But
it's like you kind of are doing that by missing the whole fucking point.
Both end up in jail together, and I said, "No, they separate the rapists and the pedophiles and stuff like that. They separate those guys and they put them in different color outfits and they give them special security because they get beat down and they get killed because of what they do when you're in jail and you're a rapist. That's what happens to you. They give you the light blue jumpsuit, and the rest of us would be in dark blue. Look, I've fucked up before in the past. I've made mistakes. I've addressed them. They're on the internet. You could read through every one of them, and I'll admit to them. If I did something wrong, I'll admit to it. This was all nearly a decade ago, and I have nothing to hide now. Look, I reference jail a lot, and it's become a part of...
Well, he's saying he went to jail a decade ago, making it sound like the video was a decade ago, kind of.
my character, I guess. And I haven't been there in 10 years, but what I can say is it's a horrible place. It's where nobody would ever want to be.
What's that got to do with anything?
The second you get there, especially in California, you have to fight. And
okay, bro, jail's tough. What am I supposed to do with this?
even the most hardened criminals, even the worst people on the planet that have to be locked in a cage because they can't be out in society, still do not condone rape and sexual assault and pedophilia.
So his argument here is that because he's gone to prison, he's against essay?
Which clearly he's not, because he knew about the text with Dom and these girls in 2019. He still filmed with Dom after this. The ones from VidCon, he knew all this
But
stuff.
he may not have known about the text. We don't have evidence of that.
I'll tell you, I know for sure the whole group knows about Dom and his...
That's for sure. The VidCon thing he
But
knows
the fact,
about,
and he still did videos with him, had a whole barbershop episode. Like, you still promoted him. Like, don't act like you were so much above this.
After the whole VidCon controversy, why did you continue to associate with Dom? I mean, I have that same question for everybody. This poor girl was straight up assaulted by Dom, and everyone was lauding him as a hero for admitting to his mistakes.
Mm-hmm.
Legend.
The files. I don't stand for any of that shit.
Well, he's been to jail, so he's fine. He's been to jail, and as you know, in prison, we don't stand for that shit.
Oh, is that what he's trying to say?
Yeah,
I got it.
He's like, trust me.
I don't think anybody does. I don't think you have to go to jail to not stand behind.
I agree. That's like saying anyone who's been to jail would never come out and commit an assault or something. We're all rehabilitated.
Dom is going to get what's coming to him. I've been reaching out to him because he needs to address this, because since I'm the only one who will talk, I'm the one that's getting the most shit.
That's not why.
And I called Dom several times a day. I've been texting him, and he said, stop calling me. And I said, it doesn't work like that. I'll just fucking read it, because I mean, who gives a fuck? I'm an open book. I got nothing to hide. He said, on a call, bro.
Is that true? Is he an open book? Except, well, no, you're not.
You deleted all your videos with Dom.
You're not an open book. You literally will not admit that you went to the store with Todd, and you keep saying you were there for 15
Or
minutes.
you can't admit anything wrong. Like, if someone's just innocent and everything, like, admit some wrongdoing.
100% not, yeah.
Stop calling me. I said, stop calling you. It doesn't work like that. I ended it off with saying, you better hope the cops find you before I do. I mean, I don't even know what I would do. This video... and
I don't know why he got to include, like, threats of physical violence.
Well, this is coming from the guy that left his coffee when he saw me in a Starbucks. I don't
Tough
think
guy, huh?
Yeah. I think that's what he said triggered him. Because when I saw that, I was like, this is the guy that's portrayed as, like,
funny.
I've been to prison, I'm fucking tough. And then, like, when he saw me, like, left, did not get his coffee. So that's why I said it, because I just thought it was so funny. Everyone's always so scared of Jeff. And I was like, you're not going to do anything. Like, it's fine. And you went to jail for selling marijuana. Like, I mean, it's legal now. So it's like, you don't act like you're like, oh, they better find you before I do. You know where he is. Like,
This whole situation makes...
Well, I don't think you should go beat up Dom.
No,
That's not the answer.
no, I'm not saying
Either.
that.
I'm saying I would encourage you not to do that.
No, definitely don't.
Be sick.
Or don't beat me up
poor
either.
girl has to live with
don't beat
this.
me up.
I just want
Can't
you guys to
fight
know
it.
that I would never just sit back and watch a girl get fucking...
I agree. Nobody's saying you did that.
I would never sit there and let that happen.
Yes, we know. Nobody's
Ever.
saying that.
The video's being picked apart, lined up with the article, and it looks bad. I'm mad at myself when I watch it. I have a sister, I have
I don't think
nieces.
anybody's saying that when they peeked in, they saw that they knew that a girl was being like assaulted.
Yeah.
That's not. I don't think that's the timeline. Right? Am I wrong, or do people think that?
I think just the overall
I think
gist of
they just-
watching girls
I
have
think-
sex.
yeah, I
like,
think-
they're not consenting to it. They're drunk. They're not consenting to you watching them.
They're not consenting to you guys peeking in.
It's the same thing as like the shower situation with me and Jason. Like, I mean, it's not like there was anything inappropriate other than like I didn't like know someone
Consent to
was
David
hearing
being
me
there.
having sex. It's that kind of thing.
Yeah.
I have respect for all women, but back to
Respect all
how
women.
David vlogs.
I don't respect all women. Like, I don't respect all people. Hila's pissed that I said that.
Maybe like, yeah.
I respect all. I respect all women.
No, I don't-
No exception.
I don't respect Jodi Arias, the girl who stabbed her husband 41 times. I don't respect Casey Anthony.
Exactly.
You know what I mean? So,
Not all women.
oh,
Dan's coming out with Margaret Thatcher, ladies and gentlemen.
we have the next episode. We need to cancel Charles Dickens. He was anti-Semitic.
Charles, we're going way back, huh?
I just saw that recently.
Yeah, right after I cancel you.
I have it in my notes for real.
Yeah, you might as well put yourself on that list.
No, I'm not. Oh my god.
You might be.
Anyways,
Shit you said.
also, can we go back to this? Also, a big issue is David also, once again, being like, go buy alcohol for these girls. But it's a theme that he's admitted to, saying he has his best bits when his friends are drunk, so he has alcohol in hand. Like, he admits to this. This is something that's another
It's
big
always
issue.
bringing the alcohol.
Yeah, so of course maybe you didn't do it, and like again, no one's really coming for you. This is David's vlog. David produced it. David orchestrated. David asked people to go get alcohol. Like, I was there for that. Like, it's not.
He's not really under fire. You know what I mean? He put himself in the fucking crosshairs, and now he's going to get mowed down.
It's obvious that, things are scripted and set up and reshot. I've said that already. But there is a clip at the end of the video, and it's with Dom with his shirt off, and he's fucking sweating. That shot was not even shot that day.
Again, proof that he didn't read the article because they say that in the article.
Yeah.
They literally said it in the article. This isn't a revelation, bro.
Right.
And I know people will probably take this clip right now of me saying this, and everything said is a statement, and everybody's story needs to match up. And you can take this, and you can use this in court. This is my statement.
Okay,
I'll
dude.
fucking stand on the
You're not
stand
going
and
to court, dude.
say this again. I was not there. David went back the next day to shoot that sweaty scene. They literally sprayed him to make him look sweaty.
We know that. Again, we talked about it. What's sick about that is that David must have known this girl was blackout and puking and all this, and then they went back to complete the bit.
Yeah, which is even crazier.
Right. It's even
Just
crazier.
scratch the whole thing. if that-
Exactly.
that might be-
And make it look like he just finished having sex. To my understanding, that was shot the next day.
In the article, dude.
And to my understanding, David had no idea that Dom had just the girl that night before when he told him that he successfully had the threesome so they can...
Sure, I believe David didn't know that that's what happened, but what David did know is that the girl was puking, blackout drunk, and apparently you knew that too, Jeff, because you were there all night.
Yeah, and had to reshoot it. And furthermore, the David's like last apology, like he knew this from Dom's text that he sent in February of 20 when I made my video.
Yes.
So like David still knows this and still hasn't taken accountability. So why you're defending this person is
David
beyond
removed
me.
this video a year and a half
So-
ago for a reason.
Yeah, he knew all of this. I don't know. You know all of this. Like this is in the present, and you're still like you didn't
Yes.
know. You know now.
finish the bit. They have the ending to their story. What happened, I had no idea about. I can speak for myself. In my opinion, David went into that thinking that this was a consensual bit, and it was funny to him at the time when he was 21.
Again,
20
nobody
you
went
know.
there expecting to be assaulted.
And literally, he says in the vlog, these girls weren't having it. And then a couple hours later,
That read between the lines. David literally goes, it was clear that the fivesome wasn't happening, but Dom got persuasive.
There's a vlog that's circling around of me and Jason later that night in bed being like, yeah, we tried to set up a fivesome for Dom. He said, we tried to set up a fivesome for Dom and it didn't happen.
Yeah.
And I said, that's just something you can't really set up, is it?
Yep,
like,
I've seen it.
It's out there. Like, this is not, they set it up and it didn't work and everyone knew that. And going to buy the alcohol for them was like the solution.
You know, I guess his friends out here that
You know why it's called My Truth? Because it's not the truth.
I hate that. I
But
know.
it is
I
his-
hate
yeah.
that shit. It's
out
not.
here from Vernon Hills together.
Is it the truth? No, it's my truth.
My truth.
It's my truth.
People use
Is
that
that the
way too
truth?
easily now. This is my truth.
And he's able to have a threesome from putting out an Instagram story. It was cool to him. I don't control what goes in
Thanks,
the videos.
David. That's what he
It was
said.
cool to him at
Thanks,
the time.
David.
The joke that was made at the end of the video saying that we'll probably all go to jail for this was a complete joke and a terrible...
What's the joke?
That is so bullshit.
What's the joke,
makes
though?
jokes like that?
Right?
We're all going to jail.
Okay, obviously it's a joke. What's the joke, Jeff? Explain to me the premise.
After all of that whole night of like the girls, the sex, like you're like, and what's the joke?
What's the premise of your joke, Jeff? Why are you going to jail in your joke?
And it's so funny. It's David, Brandon, and like literally the people that I've called out. The slimy ones
one
of the
at
group.
that because it turned out something horrible actually happened that night. But do you think in anyone's right mind, if we just posted a video to 10 million people that a serious, disgusting crime happened in, we would make a joke saying we're going to go to jail for this? I
No,
didn't make
but
the
it's
joke.
telling. Yeah.
Right.
Yeah, right. Exactly. Good point, Dan.
Who
I
posted
definitely
it?
wouldn't expect you guys to go back and complete the pic and then put... No, I think what it means is that there was some underlying unease about it that made you guys make that joke. Because clearly that's the joke. Yeah. Otherwise, what's the joke? What is the joke? What are you going,
Joke. I didn't know what happened. I just think people, if they're innocent, they should talk. I woke up today to a call from my manager where I was asked to delete all the posts that I've done with a brand that I've been partnered with for a while. And I felt like angry at first and, disappointed. I didn't feel guilty. I felt like this is now costing me everything I've worked for. I refused to delete it. And
This I love.
That's crazy. That's so crazy that's what you're like upset about. It's like, shit, I'm losing brand deals.
Well, here, let me play it. I shouldn't pause it.
and he said they could sue you. And I said, you know what? Then fuck it. Let him sue me. I'm innocent, and I know how this
Bro,
looks
your
from a PR
innocence has nothing to do with a brand, which is in a contract. Like, Jeff is on a mission to ruin his life.
Literally, yeah.
Jeff, please, for the love of God. When I saw this, I was like, dude, just take it down, bro, please. And if you ever want to work with a sponsor again, this is not the way to do it.
Because I think your association in David's vlog
my
alone,
God.
regardless of the article, just like what you did in that vlog is reason enough for a brand not to want to partner with you. Like he's
At least now, until
Right.
it cools off, right? Because again, you're not the main perpetrator here.
Yeah.
Like, let it cool off, give them what they want, just remove it. Because now you're known as the guy who, if shit goes down, he's going to make you sue him to remove the post. Like, I'm sorry, that's not someone of any brand is ever going to want to work with, bro.
Yeah,
Just say, I'm sorry, I understand the situation,
course.
I'm going to take it down, even
You've
though,
done that, right?
of course, it happens, it happens. You don't fight. You don't say, I'm not taking, fuck you, I'm not taking it down.
I've never had that happen. I don't have brand deals, so I don't know what that's like.
Apparently, Adam and Eve doesn't care.
Adam and Eve just
yeah, they're like,
ride or
whatever.
die.
They're like,
Even
whatever.
when the podcast was going to end, when we thought we weren't going to continue, they're like, oh, are you continuing with the podcast? Should we keep sponsoring? Like they reached
Wait,
out to
what?
me.
Oh, when they thought you
Yeah.
were gonna. Oh, that's nice.
They're like, should we just like pull out? And I
Oh,
was like,
that's nice.
Yeah, loyalty.
I like that.
Maybe I own Adam and Eve. I don't know how that's
you
like.
should.
I know.
At this point, I think you're the only reason they're floating. They're like, we will never pull ads on Trisha.
I love
They're
it.
like, just tell me what to do. You're quitting the podcast. Just tell me. I'll fucking cancel all of them on Ethan.
They've stood by me through every single thing I've been through.
I love that. I love that they're loyal to you.
Yeah.
I'm not mad about that at all.
Anyway.
Adam and Eve. Get Adam and Eve as a sponsor, Jeff.
No,
Don't give
who's
a
the
fuck.
one that sponsors? Oh, Chipotle.
Apparently,
They just love supporting. Yeah.
yeah. Chipotle's like, just put me
Sponsor
with
absolutely
James.
anything.
James, David, and
The spring chicken burrito. It's James's burrito. He likes
I
them
love
young.
that. I like that.
Yeah, he
That's
likes the young
brutal.
chicken.
people like the big bitch burrito too. My burrito.
The big bitch?
Yeah.
Well, what can I say? They serve spring chicken there, and that's how James Charles likes his meat. young.
And he's just living his life.
Oh yeah, he's living his best life for sure. James Charles, ladies and gentlemen.
Yikes.
Anyway,
What a mess.
and I do feel bad because it's like Jeff is getting all this heat, but like James Charles is a billion times worse, and he's out there living his best life with the young spring chicken burrito.
Wait, stop calling him
Why?
spring chicken.
That's what he
I
likes.
just hate it. I hate it so much.
Well, you know what spring chickens are, right?
Yes, I get
They're
it.
young
I get the
chicken,
joke.
right,
Yes,
okay.
I understand.
Okay.
Standpoint, but I will speak up and I will show that I'm not who these people are saying I am. Removing those
Bro, you
posts
are,
from those
though.
partnerships, it looks like I'm admitting guilt. And I know he's saying that it's a
It
PR
doesn't.
thing, like if your
It's not.
name
It's
is in
literally
titles and you're
respectful.
speaking.
Yeah, it's just
They
being
already paid
respect.
you. Like,
Exactly.
they
It's
don't
not.
want to be associated with you at the moment.
No, I don't know if his problem is that like I don't know if it's like he said post. That makes me think like Twitter or Instagram or something. But if there's like a whole episode, you can Jeff. I'm talking directly to you if you're watching. You can just clip out that part.
Right. You can keep the video up.
Yeah.
I don't know. You had no problem taking down like Dom and all these other videos. Like, just take that one down. Like, it's not.
Just clip out the part though, because maybe he's got like a whatever. I'm Jeff.
You
is
got
sure
a new
fucking
set now, Jeff
Look, deal with your
FM.
shit, bro. You were there. Just I don't know. Stuff.
Stuff.
Bro. Jeff FM.
You're linked to this, but I'm fucking innocent. I didn't assault a girl. I didn't.
No.
I wasn't an accomplice to an assault. I
No.
tagged along to make a skit, to make a consensual bit.
It wasn't a
I'm not
skit.
trying.
Right. It wasn't a skit. Again, that's another way of trying to
A skit is-
deflect.
everyone's involved in the skit. SNL, I'm pretty sure they're all aware they're filming.
100%.
Yeah.
Yeah.
defend anybody here. I'm just trying to tell the truth, and I'm not media trained. I probably fucked up a bunch
Me
of
neither.
times. I mean, I talked to Trisha, and
Can you tell?
I mean, that was a lot to call her after she said some.
Who even says
you know,
that? I'm not
pretty
media
crazy
trained.
stuff about me. But I always feel like communication should be done offline, and I'm always quick to call and talk things out
was
without
quick
them
to text
blowing
me
up
this morning
online,
when I
so everybody
tweeted.
else has their 2 cents in without knowing the whole story. And I called Trisha and I immediately apologized for the Starbucks situation. She's allowed to have an opinion. The
The
fucking
legendary Starbucks
hard-headed New
blowout.
Yorker.
If only he would have said hi to you at Starbucks, none of this would have happened.
That is like just so not what it's about because I didn't even say
He's
I am.
kicking himself.
I was ignoring him the same way he was ignoring me. We were both avoiding each other. I was just saying how funny tough guy Jeff is
he's
to run
thinking
out.
about that Starbucks encounter over and over.
Is he trying to be like condescending or is he being serious? I don't know. Is he being genuine? Like, I'm sorry. I don't know.
Well, I think he's being serious, but it does come off condescending because he is implying like that this whole Starbucks thing is the reason why, you know, everything's crushing down on his life right now.
In me, the loyalty to my friend is what got me into a beef. I mean, this allegation in here
There's no beef.
could potentially ruin my life and career and everything I worked for. This article currently costs me every partnership I've worked my entire life to build. And it's all just because I was trying to help by telling the reporter the truth.
No.
No.
Now, you were named. You're calling blah, 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 blah. Come on, dude.
You know what?
That's
And also, like, you're again guilty by association. Like, I was dropped from my podcast last year with what was the company? Podcast One because of Shane's scandal. So was Rylan.
Oh, for real?
Rylan was dropped from Spotify, and I was dropped from Podcast One. They said it was because they couldn't afford me, but I've seen shows that get like 100 views, and they still sponsor. And it's because of my association with Shane. So even though I had nothing to do with Shane's allegations because I was associated with him, like, you know, you get dropped. That's what it is. It's better to, you know, I wish I would have separated back then, but I was so like, I was like so hardcore and stuff like that. It's better when you just separate yourself, especially if you are not guilty and you're seeing all the things that your friend is guilty of. David is clearly guilty of this stuff, and you're still trying to associate with it.
And it sounds like Todd, too.
Yeah,
That's true.
separate.
If you really wanted to save your career and do the right thing, you would say, you know what? Bro, what can I do? I can't rewrite history for you. You fucked up. I'm not going to
But
sit
then
here and tell
say
you.
it because you know that does. I'm telling you, it goes a long way. I fucked up so many times, and if you're just like, "Fuck, I fucked up," especially when it's not so
Just
severe.
say it. Don't come out here and say you're 100% innocent, brah.
Yeah, that's
Reporter, if she was sorry.
Does he still want to call in? Is he ready? Can we get him on standby? Because we're almost done. He may have bailed, been like, fuck these guys. Oh, yeah. I have this. Can you send me the Zoom link? Hila, send it to Hila. She has my phone. She's going to send him the Zoom link on my Twitter DMs. All right, let's get him ready.
for twisting my words and causing all this now because I'm sure she had an idea about, you know, what the aftermath of this would be, but I just wanted to know if she had any sort of sympathy for, you know, knowing that I was innocent and
You're
still
not
doing
innocent.
this.
Zero
And I even
sympathy.
have her
Why does
say,
she keep saying that she knows you're innocent? What do you mean?
Because you're not. I don't think he understands what, like, you're not innocent. Like, you didn't do, yeah, no one's accusing you of, like, doing anything, but it's like, you're not
The
innocent. You were there.
witnesses said you came back with alcohol.
Yeah, you were a part
do
of
you
this
want,
group.
man?
You were part of this bit.
But I swear to God. But when I was on the phone with her, I said, I swear to God. And she still included it.
Literally, Scott's defense of, like, everyone knows David's a nice guy. He would not do
Dan, you hacked into my mainframe?
hack.
Can you play the video? Yeah. Thank you.
saying to me on the phone that she believes me, that I'm innocent, but she still went ahead and twisted my words.
Wrong.
So, fuck it. I'll put the video in.
Jeff, I am very, very sorry to hear that. Like, I feel like you were more of an innocent. Well, I feel like you were more of a bystander in the overall conflict, and I am very sorry that is headed your
Take
way.
over.
I don't think that anything else is going to come out that will like involve you specifically because.
Are you sorry to hear it, or are you sorry that like you worded it that way though? Like it sounds like.
I mean, I'm sorry to hear it because ultimately, like, I had to do that for my job. Like, that's just, like, what I had to do with the information that I was presented with. But I am sorry to hear that.
Yeah,
Don't
the
paint me
girl
like I'm a
told her
piece
you
of
were
shit.
there, so she had to report it.
So once again, he's insinuating that she's knowingly lying and that she ruined his life and all this bullshit. Dude, again, the most ironic thing is he's doing to her what he claims she did to him, right? Here, she says, the thing I'm saying I'm sorry about is that Jeff, before asking if I was sorry, he told me people were calling him an R word and a P word, a P word, and his life was being ruined and stuff. And she was like, yeah, I'm sorry. That's like on a human level, I'm sorry that's happening to you. It doesn't mean that she lied. So you were taking her words out of context.
Yeah, she reported what the girl told her, that you brought back alcohol.
Shit,
Go ahead,
because all I got to do is release the rest of this phone call, and I'm not
ahead,
trying to
dude.
get people fired. That's not my goal. I understand you're trying to get a story out about a serious crime that was done to a girl, and I support that. But what you did was not do good research.
Wrong.
And
You didn't read the
brought
article.
down a lot of innocent people along the way, and you put
Not
a
one
paywall
innocent
on it.
person.
You claim you're helping the girl. You claim you're helping the girl by getting her story out there, but why put a paywall on it? Why make
Well,
people
welcome to
pay to
fucking,
read it, sign up to Insider?
Welcome to actually running a business. Like, that doesn't discredit the article. It just means, also, she's the author. I'm sure that she had nothing to do with the article being behind a
Right.
paywall.
New York Times does it too. There's even the thing, my Vulture was behind a paywall. I paid for that. Everything's behind a paywall. Yeah.
They're running a business. It's not easy to make money in that world. They had lawyers talking with David's lawyers.
Yeah.
That doesn't delegitimize the
Yeah,
article.
she really delved into it. The story was supposed to come out like a week prior, and they had to like delay it because their lawyers were involved. And
So,
she did plenty of her.
oh,
due
you're
diligence.
taking over my shit here.
It's for your own personal profit.
No.
You said it.
She's
It's
a
my
journalist.
job.
She doesn't own Insider.
I had nothing to work with, and you're the only one that spoke to me. That's the only reason I'm in this mess.
No.
And that's the only reason
Stop
I
lying.
am dealing with what I'm dealing with now.
No, you were
And
named.
Losing partnerships that me and my team work to build.
Oh my God.
I'm not the only one that works on my videos. I have, I think, about 10 employees now on payroll that rely on me to eat. And
Oh, no, not the food argument again.
Eat.
They're going to starve. Yes, it sucks. I agree. It's horrible. It sucks. I feel for you, bro. These people are going to starve to death now, along with Jason's kids. They'll never eat again because of you.
rely on brand partnerships to be able to put videos out for free. And it's all ruined now because of this fucking article.
Because
that
of you,
put my
Jeff. Why
name
were
in
you there?
When I have no guilt in it whatsoever.
Oh my God.
It's fucking reporter. Put her fucking Twitter up.
Jeez.
Acting like you're doing the Lord's work.
Oh.
Don't act like you're doing the Lord's work. You're doing this for profit. Again, I've said this 100 times. This video is
Okay, now you've gone too far.
Yeah.
You said too much.
Just like a straight up attack.
So which part is it? Is she doing the Lord's work? No. She bringing light to this horrible crime which you apparently want to assault Dom for? No. She's doing it to make a profit as the owner of Insider.
And the fact that he says he has zero guilt. And also, for the record, all my videos, like the one I made about David's apology, they all get demonetized. Like anything about David gets demonetized on my end too. So it's not like everything's for profit. it's just also, and two, the fact that he has no guilt. Like, I have guilt about it. I'm like, maybe I should have done more. You know what I mean? Like, you have to have some sort of guilt. Like, I feel guilty. Yes, they were grown adults, and like, yes, we left or whatever like that. But I feel guilt about it. How do you not? Like, when these girls, I don't know if it's these girls or different girls that reached out to me about the situation, if it was in the group. I remember saying like, shit, I feel really bad because they said they were fans and all stuff. I wish I would have said more and stuff like that. So to feel no guilt is actually like psychotic. Like, you're actually like kind of like evil. You have no sympathy. You lack empathy. And then also to say, put this bitch's Twitter up, like, here, you know.
Yeah,
it's like
that was so
a
fun.
lot.
And then be like, oh, she's acting like she's a good guy, but she's just here to make money and lie about all of us. Like, bro, come on, stop.
She's over, like,
You admitted yourself that this is a good article. This whole thing about Dom is good. So why are you trying to discredit the whole fucking thing?
I don't think major brands would be
Not
dropping you and David and all these people just because if there was just some silly allegation. Like, these are some serious shit that's been backed up, that's been corroborated, that's like verified. Multiple people. It's not one incident, not two incidents. Multiple people that don't know each other. This has been happening to. So maybe it's you guys who did these vlogs, and you're getting the repercussions from it.
Yeah.
And rightfully so. And there is no sympathy. Like, there's absolutely no sympathy.
Well, was Jeff popularized through the vlogs, or
Yeah. Oh my God. No one knew who Jeff was before.
or how did he get involved with David?
I don't know. Todd. So Todd.
He's friends with Todd?
Yeah. So Todd brought him into the group. Like,
Because it's like, dude, these are kind of like ill-gotten gains in a way. Like, your whole empire is built off the back of these vlogs that were shot with, like, kind of, you know, built on a shaky foundation, which is like a house of cards that's all tumbling now. So, I mean, you kind of just got to accept it and keep, like, your life is not over, bro. You can still, bro, I've lost sponsors so many times. You just got to keep slogging forward, bro, okay?
especially when you're not the one having these, like,
Yeah, you didn't do it. You, Jeff.
just don't lie, because now your character looks bad anytime you say anything. Now people are gonna be like, oh,
Credit the victim. But if it's such a serious story, get the facts straight. This is a criminal case now. Get the facts straight.
What facts are wrong,
Don't just
Jeff?
throw around, oh, this person might have done this because Trisha said this.
No!
Here's another
The
article
the
from Insider.
witnesses
5
said
of the
it.
best organizations that help survivors of sexual assault. Now,
Then he's trying to,
April
like,
is
discredit all of Insider. I don't know what he's on about
yeah.
now.
Well, it's like he's promoting, like, I don't know. Yeah.
Anyway, is he ready to come on?
He's not in the lobby. Did you send him the link?
No, you have my phone. Well, just send. Okay. Here. Okay. You got the link, Dan? Did you send me somewhere? Here, I'll just keep playing it so you guys can.
from Insider. 5 of the best organizations that help survivors of sexual assault. Now, April is Sexual Assault Awareness Month and Prevention Month. So, there you go. Go hunt down the bad guys
There you
next
go.
month. Goddamn Insider always wants you to sign up or pay for something. They're going to slander me again, man. Here we go. April is Sexual Assault Awareness Month, also referred to as Sexual Assault Awareness and Prevention Month across the nation.
so I'm
If
going-
you or someone you know has
I don't know
experienced
what
I don't know. Maybe he's trying to give awareness to people. I don't know.
Okay, nice. We like that.
Unless it's about Jeff, then you can't say anything.
So.